Welcome back, travelers. As always, we are the Improfessionals, here to immortalize these stories and characters and hopefully entertain along the way. I'm Joseph, and today we are once again continuing my campaign, Conflicts of Interest. Over the last few sessions, the party, returning to Crystal Elm after the city of Rhine was attacked by the Viper Kingdom, were eventually attacked by another group, calling themselves the Drogsha. Specifically after Shaman. The rest of the party learning that her family were a group of worshippers of a dark goddess, and how Shaman betrayed them, and that Shaman's butler, or father, Afada, that this group called the Drogsha, were following them. After dealing with that, Tarman finally had an important conversation with the whole party about exactly what they were going to do about his former pirate captain, Goldrin. Or still his pirate captain, but soon to be former pirate captain Goldrin. With that all said, everyone rested for the night, and we begin this session with everyone waking up. So, Nura, you wake up.
Open my eyes and I look around.
You see your room in the homestead.
I will get up, get dressed. Actually, no, I'll get up, wash, and then I'll get dressed. I'm not a filthy animal.
Alright, so you have showered, you've gotten yourself dressed. What do you do next?
I'll probably open my bedroom door and walk downstairs.
Okay. Well, since you choose not to wake anyone else up, I will let the dice decide who wakes up next. Peregrine, you wake up next.
So I open my eyes, stretch, get out of bed, make sure to wake up Quentin.
You wake Quentin up. Quentin's eyes open with their spectral force as he just blinks. He seems happy this morning.
I give him a little scratch on the head as I start getting ready. Like putting on my armor, well, first let me put on my clothes, then put on the armor.
Put on my armor, put on my clothes over the top of the armor. Now I'm ready to go.
First I put in the milk, then the cereal, and then finally the bowl.
Excuse me, sorry, I have a bit of a cough today. So once you're fully dressed correctly, let's just say you put on your armor, then put on your clothes, realize that you've made a mistake, undress, and do it all over again.
That wake up confusion.
Yep. Like, oh man, somehow I'm wearing Tarman's skin as a jacket. That's right.
No wonder it smells like trauma.
But once you're fully dressed and all, what do you do next?
Take Quentin out of his cage, and then I start going to my other party's rooms, making sure everyone else is home.
Shaman, you hear
There's like a groggy hello from the other side.
It's me, Peregrine. We're getting ready.
Oh, are we leaving already?
In a bit, yeah.
Thanks for waking me up. I appreciate it. The shaman just sort of hobbles out of the bed.
Peregrine, you go to other doors, knocking. You just hear from John's room. Oh, I'm already awake, but thank you. You get to Cac's door. Do we really have to wake up already? Fuck. You get to Agnar's door. As you knock, the door opens and he just looks down at you. Peregrine.
What's up? So I'm guessing you're awake?
Perhaps.
Are you?
He just looks into the distance. I'm not sure.
Alright, so I don't know how to talk to you.
Alright, I do not know how to talk to this guy. But you get to Tarman's door. You knock, And what you hear next is Vanessa's voice. Yep.
And Vanessa is Tarmina.
Oh, hang on. Carmen, wake up.
And Sarah just like, huh?
Is Peregrine's knocking on the door?
Peregrine will be in just a little bit. Just give us a sec.
Oh, god damn it, Maddie.
Just hearing that way off in the distance.
Sex! Tarmin! And sex! Moving on from Tarmin's, you start to make your way to Afara's door, but you see that it's, you hear, as you're walking towards it, I'm already downstairs, thank you.
And that's everyone in our group, right?
Yes. Well, that's oh, no, there's one more person. Sorry. I almost forgot about how can I forget about him? You knock on the last door, and you just hear, what? The ocean feels less shaky today. Oh, that's right, I'm not on the ocean. As you just hear the sound of floorboards creaking and the heavy thuds of footsteps as the door opens and you see Bernardus. Peregrine, good morning.
Good morning, Bernardus. You good?
Breakfast been made yet?
Nah, Tarmin hasn't gotten up yet.
I guess you're for dinner.
All right, I would like to run.
He just laughs. I'm fucking joking with you.
Well, I'll be in the kitchen if you want to stay there and wait for food to come by.
Well, you're heading to the kitchen. I think food's already on its way there. So, Nura, Peregrine, Bernardus heading that way. Afara already in the kitchen. Eventually people start to, make their way in. Shaman, are you making your way downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. You get downstairs. And Afara just looks at you. Good morning, Shaman.
Her hair looks a bit messier than usual and she looks more tired. Hi.
As John kind of gives her a hug, kind of from behind, but it's still like soft and, gentle. Morning, Shaman.
She just sort of smiles a bit. Hey, John.
Afara's eyes just slowly get more squinted.
Uh-oh. Father approval, oh no.
Kurt calmly leans towards Peregrine. They were in separate rooms, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Stop.
Oh man, I really could have caused some drama there.
Peregrine,
No.
I could have ruined everybody's day.
No. The shaman just sort of sits at the table and leans her head on the table.
As Tack just looks at her. You seem more tired than usual. Finally run out of energy?
I guess you could say that.
He is not tired physically, but emotionally.
Well, you might be right about that. Jeez, you're kind of scary.
Tack just looks at him. What are you, some kind of fucking therapist? No.
What if he was?
I am a Catalan.
Agnar has just secretly been a therapist this whole time. He was sent here just specifically to help you fuckers with your shit. Okay.
I am a doctor, however.
So, Vanessa and Tarmin, do you guys come downstairs?
Yes, as Tarvin gets down, you see him just putting on his shirt, just getting it on. And then Vanessa hands him his jacket.
As, Bernardus sees that, Bernardus starts to lift his arm, his arm, and then he looks at his, stub. If I could clap, I would! As Tack is like, allow me. Pretty sure Tarmin got some last night. Good for him.
Shaman hurt now.
Oh,
I
God.
would say something right now, but I'm tired.
What's
She puts her head back down.
With some bread, happier.
But Vanessa sits down. She just like kind of pushes her messy ass hair out of her face. Morning, everyone. Who's
Morning.
cooking breakfast? As everyone looks at Tarman.
As Tarman will get to work as he takes off the jacket and puts on the apron.
Chef Tarman back in the kitchen.
Once he's in the apron, Vanessa just does like the whistle, like the.
Yep. Let's hope that I don't fuck this up.
Well, roll. I think performance was it? That we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll performance. Oh!
Natural fucking 20!
Holy shit!
What the hell?
Finally, some good food.
There was good food yesterday.
Exactly. There's more good food.
So Tarman, you prepare to cook, and as you're like preparing, you have this weird flashback to the ship. All right, Tarman. As Drake, the Triton, is like, look, if you're gonna be surviving with us, you're definitely gonna need to know how to cook better than you currently do. All right, grab some of those spices over there. No, not the salt and pepper. Talking about the oregano, right? Yes, the parsley. Yeah, all right. Now bring it over. Okay, now some creme fraiche in the eggs. That's right. Yep. Mix, keep mixing. Don't stop. Take it off the heat for a second. Good. You're doing great, kid. As eventually you had like prepared the meal, Drake takes a bite. I mean, it's not bad, but you know, I've had better, but you know, for your first time with somebody showing you how to do it, it's all right. As you kind of fade back into your current like memory and current vision and such, and you just see the food that you've prepared, and it looks 10 times better than anything you made on that ship or anything you ever saw Drake make.
As Tarman hands everyone a plate.
As everyone begins to eat, Bernardus's eye just widens. Oh. As Tech is like, holy shit. As Agnar just stands up, just looks into the distance. Like, you just see him like with a 40-yard stare. As John is eating it, like, wow, this is really good. Are you okay, Agnar? I am reminded of something. And what's that? My mother.
I fucking did a ratatouille!
Yeah. Sent this man back to a flashback.
As he just sits back down and he starts eating, like, actually, like, eating, like, he's into it. As Vanessa is just like, hey, Tarman?
Yes.
Yeah, get used to this.
As Tarman eats, as he smiles.
But yes, everyone here, the food is fucking immaculate. Afada is even like, I haven't had this food this good in a very long time, actually.
You notice Shaman sort of perk up just slightly as she eats it.
Tarman finishes his plate as he thanks everyone. Just like, thank you for the compliments. I worked hard.
As Bernardus just grabs Tarman by the face, you getting soft on me, are you? You're becoming one of them chef handy boys, aren't you? Using that steel grip of yours, ain't you?
As Tarman grabs his hand and just takes it off. No.
Bernardus is like, you know, I'm fucking joking with you. This is delicious. I mean, fuck, you should probably retire from this adventure and shite once we're done. Tack just kind of sits up after, like, most people are done with their food. Alright, before we leave, I was having a conversation with some of the other people here, and I think there's something that we should all take the time to do.
What's that?
Peregrine, could you follow me real quick?
Sure. As get up, start following.
As Agnar stands, and as he's walking, he puts his hand on Shaman's shoulder. Follow.
Okay. She gets up.
As Bernardus points at Nura, I'm gonna need you to come with me real quick.
Okay, but to let you know, for me it's like 15 minutes.
Wait a second.
I more or less eat what's rest on my plane, then I get up.
Guess that leaves you and me. As Vanessa cracks her fingers and looks at Tarman. Ready for a different kind of wrestling? Come on.
Tarvik gets the apron off and puts on his jacket.
He pulls out the PlayStation controller.
WWE 2K.
Snap.
WWE 2K. Start with Peregrine real quick. So Peregrine, attack takes you to the top of the roof. As he kind of brings you over to the kind of side of it, and he just gets on one knee and he pulls his rifle off of his back, and he points out into the field. And Peregrine, as you look out there, you see just like 4 bottles of empty alcohol. As you see him kind of lift, you can see him kind of preparing his body, and then right before he pulls the trigger, you watch everything relax, like his whole, he's just just sitting there calmly, but his whole body, you watch all the muscles detense as he fires, and you see him hit one of those bottles and then ricochet off of a rock behind it and hit another.
Well, you're gonna have to teach me how to do that.
That's why we're up here. Before you pull back, before you release the arrow, just relax your shoulders, make it come as naturally as breathing. You want the firing of your weapon, be it a bow, crossbow, or a gun, to be as natural as taking a step.
Alright, as I take out my bow and get an arrow, and I aim at one of the bottles.
Okay. Now, Peregrine, he will do this with you for a good bit of time, but once it's done, you get a +2 to hit.
Alright.
Moving on over to Nura.
Yes.
Alright, you big tattooed bastard. I've seen what you're capable of with the lightning and the strength that you got within you. You use that lightning great to damage your enemies, and you use your big physique and you use your muscles to take down your enemies with just raw strength. But there's something else that you can do. As he turns, I need you to make a wisdom save real quick.
20 total, that's a dirty 20.
I hate that term. Whatever. 20 total. So he turns and he he chomps his teeth right in front of your face. Being the warrior that you are, you stay calm. But you see what he's trying to explain as he just kind of rears back. Obviously not going to work on the likes of someone like you, as he just punches you in the chest with his big old bare fist. That does kind of hurt, but not enough to actually cause any real pain. Using your physique and your abilities to intimidate your opponents. For you, it'll be even easier. For me, my massive teeth and claws tend to work. But for you, you have that lightning. Nothing will make someone shit their pants faster than the elements. You need to learn to use your lightning to make sure your enemy doesn't want to take a step towards you. So...
Well, then you might like this. I've been working on this. Walk over to like a very shaded area where I assume like we have some kind of like awning of some kind where there's plenty of shadow under it.
Uh-huh.
I'm more or less trying to be in the shadows as much as possible. Like, with no scream, like, just an internal rage lights in Nura. his tattoos slowly begin to glow red, as his eyes eventually will glow red. And that's the scary. That's about all I got.
Not bad, but you should definitely improve that. You could definitely make that worth actually intimidating someone. All that power inside of you, you can use it to your advantage. So what we're gonna do is you're going to continue using that until it actually makes me nervous.
Okay, then.
As he cracks his knuckles with his, thumb, he pulls a fucking Tokyo Ghoul. Just... And I don't hold back when I fight, so... Bernardus and you train for a good minute. Bernardus was not joking. He is a one-handed, or one-armed bearfolk who absolutely could kick your ass with one hand. Your weapons and stuff obviously give you an advantage, but if you were to do a one-on-one fight with him, you don't know if you would actually be able to beat him, even though you have one more arm than he does. But, besides the fact that you continue to try and intimidate him, and he does the same to you, it only eventually works as you just use the lightning that you would use to attack him to kind of surge around you and just make yourself far more imposing, almost godlike in presence, to just pure intimidate him. And he takes a step back, and you just see this big old smile form across his face, clearly letting you know that he is happy that you're starting to get the hang of what he's suggesting. So, what you can do with your rage and your ability to do damage with a bonus action for lightning, rather than having them make a dex save and take damage, you can use that lightning to force them to make a wisdom save again, and you get to make with your bonus action, make an intimidation check with advantage.
Ooh.
Money!
Yes.
Agnar takes you, Shaman, to a kind of hall within the building. You've seen him while fighting. He's a very intimidating figure, but you see his eyes, and there's just this, death glare that catches you completely off guard as his axe just catches on fire. And he turns around, and you can see fire kind of billowing around him. You and I are not that different.
Well, we both have fire powers, yes.
Do you know where mine come from?
I do not.
Mine come from a rage inside of me, a hatred, a want for bloodshed and vengeance. As the fire fades, but you can see that his axe is still burning, I learned to imbue my fire into my weapon, to strengthen it. I see that when you are fighting, you ignite your fist into flames. What if you were able to do that consistently?
What do you mean, consistently?
He puts his axe, back onto his side, and he walks over, and with his big Goliath fucking mitts, he grabs your arms and just lifts them in front of your face. And he just taps his kind of thumbs on the gauntlets that you have. These.
You want me to put my fire through my gauntlets?
You are not yet ready. But by the end of today, by the time I am done training you will know how to imbue your gauntlets with the flame inside of you, so that you can use it consistently.
She nods.
Now there is risk of harm here, but do not worry. I am not afraid. And I suggest you not be either. As fire just emanates off of him again as his eyes just fill with hatred a second time. So, Shaman, after a bit of training with him and taking a few burns, luckily your armor defending you for the most part, you are able to, with a single key point, permanently imbue your weapons for an entire fight with fire, meaning you do not have to do leaping flame every single turn. You can use a single key point at the start of combat to imbue them with fire. So rather than using Leaping Flame every turn, using a key point every turn to use it, you can instead just now use one key point to imbue those gauntlets with the fire. Okay, now on to Tarman. So Tarman, Vanessa takes you to one of the other training areas. It's a much more normal area. It's kind of in the back of the area, and you just hear the loud cracking of her fists.
Consider me scared and horny.
As she turns around, you're not bad with a blade. In fact, out of all the sneakier types that I've known, you're one of the better ones at getting up close and personal. But there's definitely a lot you could improve on. Today, as she just looks and she just has this kind of devious smirk as she cracks her knuckles again, I'm going to teach you a few different tactics when fighting hand-to-hand or blade-to-blade. A few different maneuvers. Hopefully you'll pick up on at least one of them and be able to do it in the future against a real enemy. Though I will say, as you just see her eyes shift into these tiger-like eyes and the black stripes kind of form along her arms, I wouldn't suggest holding back.
As Tarman hears that, he smiles. Alright.
I need you to come at me as if you were going to attack.
That's what she said.
Alright, so she rips your head off. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
He becomes Kratos.
Alright, so make an attack?
Yes. No. Just approach her as if you're going to attack.
Alright, Tarman is approaching.
Tarman.
Oh, so you're approaching.
As you approach, as you kind of run forward, not really actually aiming your blade, you kind of have it sheathed, but just kind of quote-unquote pretending. You have this flashback very suddenly to some of the more recent fights you've had, namely the fight with those bandits on that cart, and also that officer in Rhine. As you go to attack, she takes the opportunity of you getting in her space to just clock you right in the side of the jaw, and that punch hurts a fucking lot. She actually doesn't do enough to really do any surmountable damage. If you did take damage, I would say it's only like 10 at max, but I'm just gonna say no damage for now. But your head just kind of clocks back and you stumble. Now doing something like that, your enemy will likely still probably get a hit on you, but gives you the chance to get in a bit more damage and gives you the chance to possibly take them out before they get the chance. She just kind of looks down for a second. In my training, they called this bracing. By the end of this, I hope you learn how to do it.
We'll definitely try.
So, Tarman, you spend the next, half hour or an hour getting your ass kicked by Vanessa. Until eventually you get the hang of what she's trying to teach you. Tarman, you get, let's say 3, Battlemaster charges, whatever those are called. Superiority die. 3 superiority die. And you can go ahead and put down the Battlemaster maneuver brace.
Alright.
Now,
Definitely will be.
as everyone is training, there's just this kind of thought that goes through everyone's head for a second. It's like, I wonder what Afada and John are up to. And then you just hear screaming as Afara is just shooting strikes, has a sword, and is just swiping flaming strikes at John. Come on, John, you're supposed to be learning how to do this with that lightning of yours. Why are you being so aggressive about it?
I just want to train him. I just want to train him.
But everyone eventually comes back, all of you together, come back to the main, hall of the homestead. Nura, you've got a few, scrapes and bruises from training with, Bernardus. He has some lightning burns. Peregrine, you don't have any damage at all. because you're being trained by the most calm of all of these people. Shaman, you, like I said, you have a few burns, but nothing serious, of course. And Tarman, you have a bunch of scratches and bruises all across your body. And then John comes in, and his head, there's kind of like burns, and like some smoke is coming off of him as his hair is all frizzled.
John, are you okay?
Your dad scares me.
Yeah, he is pretty scary, isn't he? She sits next to him.
As Tack, walking in with Peregrine, just looks at Agna. How did she do? Well.
What's burning? Oh.
What's burning? Oh, hey, John. Alright, and Bernardus, come on in, Tarman and Vanessa. Everyone's a little worn out, but nobody's so worse for wear that they can't, continue forward. So, congratulations, your NPC allies have now benefited you with some new abilities. And some
Yay!
and some buffs.
And some bruises and burns.
Some bruises, some burns, some scrapes, and some buffs.
Should we start making our way out today? Or now? Actually, Tarman looks... Actually, there's somewhere I need to grab some stuff. I'm gonna head to General's shop real quick.
We should definitely get potions here. I mean, that last fight, the only reason the people who were downed are still around is because Shaman happened to have 3 on her.
Yeah, I'll go buy some potions. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna go to the mayor.
Okay, so you want to go talk to the mayor?
If we're not leaving today, I could, I guess, just walk around the city, see if they find anything interesting.
Okay, that's fine. Tarba, did you want to take anyone with you?
I guess Vanessa can join.
Okay.
If she would like.
Okay. But we're gonna start with Shaman. You and John make your way towards the potion shop here in the town. But John kind of stops you just outside of it. Hey, Shay.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm just upset about everything, I guess.
It'll be okay. I think your dad likes me.
Even though he burned you to a crisp, I could say the same thing. I think he likes you too. She walks in.
So, Shaman, as you enter this potion shop, the lights are completely off in here.
She lights up her palm to light up the room.
As you light up your palm, first of all, you were able to see because you have dark vision. But
That's true.
But you light up your palm, and you see much further into the back of the shop, just like 2 eyes reacting to that light, so you just see 2 glowing eyes. There's no need for that.
If she dims her fire a bit.
As you hear what sounds like sounds like a snake dragging itself across wood flooring. As in front of you, this woman comes up with a long serpent tail for her legs. Welcome to my potion shop. My name is Mithra Zenir. What can I get you?
If Shaman looks in her purse, or whatever, to see how many gold she has. How much are the high tier potions?
Unfortunately, I do not have the ingredients required to create a high tier potion. I can create a high tier poison for you. But But I only have mid tier potions available.
How many mid tiers can I get and how much are they?
They're 40 gold per piece.
Can I get 10 of them?
She just blinks. I may have to make some of those.
I would be willing to come back later if that's okay with you.
I currently have 4 available. I can make the rest for your order.
Okay, do you want me to pay before?
That is up to you.
Shaman just puts down the amount of money for half of it, the order.
And she hands over the 4 that she has now. Goodbye. Okay. Tarban,
Yes,
you are heading to the general shop here in Crystal Elm
indeed I am.
with Vanessa. So you and Vanessa enter the general goods shop, and behind it you see this tortoise-looking gentleman who just looks over at you. Oh, hello there. What can I do for you?
Hello there. I was wanting to get some parchment paper and some pen, and a pen and ink.
Paper and ink. I can get you that. A stack of parchment is 25 gold, and a container of ink, pen included, is 10.
Alright. And by chance, do you have any books available?
You looking for books? What kind of books are you looking for?
Well, I'm a very open reader, so I like to read a little bit of anything.
Well, I don't have many books here in the store, but if you would like recommendations, I can happily share some of mine with you.
Sure, sounds good.
There's this book called Tusk Love. I think it's very good.
Of course you
book.
recommend that.
That's the book.
Alright, you have Tusk Love. Is there anything else?
Yes. I have the trader, the alms dealer, and the pirate. A story of polyamorous love.
As Tarman hears this,
Get me that book.
is there anything else?
Yes.
Like,
Where the Seals Roam. It's a beautiful story of a man lost in the Arctic parts of the world, trying to survive, and he travels with the seal packs because they know where the good fish is. He gets
alright.
He gets mauled by a killer whale at the end. Very sad.
Oh, okay. I need one more. One more recommendation.
Yes. Let's see.
Hey, don't die on me now until you give me that recommendation.
Dies. I'm 4 billion years old. Dies. No. Well, there is the story of Mother. Yes, here it is. The mother of all eggs.
I'll take all 4.
I don't have any of those in this store.
Then why would you recommend them?
I said that I could give you recommendations. I didn't say I had them.
Damn it. I was gonna give a book to each party member. I just give Tusk Love to Nura.
I'm pretty sure there's a library in Rhine that has all the books that I've just said. Though, for some of them, you may have to ask under the counter.
Alright, I will, I'll talk to them about that.
Maybe you could ask Astrid, the innkeeper. She is, an avid reader. She has she has a variety of books.
Oh, I know. I was a part of her book club. It was nice. Alright, so I'll ask her about that. So the ink and all that. By chance, envelopes?
Envelopes? As he
Envelope, whatever you call them.
he walks to the right for about 30 seconds, and then walks back for about a minute, Nope.
Well, that's fine. I'll figure out that situation.
If
so
you want,
just
you can take all these envelopes from all of these weird things I keep getting in the mail.
I'll pass. You know what? Just those. That should be it.
All right. I hope that those do good for whatever you wanted them for.
As Tarman gives the 30 gold.
Thank you.
No problem. Take care.
Goodbye now. What a lovely young lady.
I'd like to go back and kill them.
Well, I guess we'll move over to Nura real quick. Nura, you approach the mayor's home.
Yes. Menacing building. I go over and I knock on the door.
As you knock, the door creaks open, and as you look into the darkness, you could swear the darkness is almost moving and twisting and curling like hands in the shadows, like the smoke, like there, as if there was smoke just kind of curling around into like the shape of a claw. But you hear from upstairs, "Come on in. I knew you would come by."
All right. I enter.
You enter and the door shuts behind you. Nura, it feels like, from time to time, as you're in this darkness, it feels like hands or something keep, like, sputtering across your body very quickly. As if somebody's just tapping you a few times and then stepping away.
So I make the house horny.
Feels like, from time to time, it feels like spiders kind of crawling up your back. And you just kind of touch and stuff, but there's nothing there. It feels like the darkness itself is kind of creeping against you, and just very discomforting. But as you're in, you begin to get ready to go upstairs, assuming he's in his office, and then suddenly a lantern lights to your left and kind of ignites the darkness, and the darkness seems to disperse as you see him sitting in a chair with his leg crossed. He's in a robe, and he has a cup of coffee. Hello, Nura.
Oh, in the afternoon, I thought you might be in your office by now. All right.
I decided to sleep in.
That must be nice. Anyways.
What brings you to my humble abode?
Well, this might sound a little odd coming from an adventurer, but I'd like to put out a mission on the bounty board.
A mission on the bounty board. Oh,
Indeed.
Okay, and what exactly, or who exactly are you putting a bounty out for?
Well, it's not a mission. It's not bounty like that. It's not after someone. It's more after information and artifacts.
I see. You want to put out a bounty for anyone who can bring you information about the Storm Heralds. Is that it?
Correct. 500 gold to anybody who brings substantial information or artifacts regarding the Storm Heralds.
Well, that's definitely something that you could do. There is a deposit required to put down a bounty, though. Luckily, it's not too much.
Of course.
It's only 50 gold to place a bounty. However, there is a fee depending on how long it remains. Because eventually, after a certain amount of time, if it isn't taken and you don't pay the fee again, it has to be taken down. It's just a way to ensure that the bounty board doesn't get filled with a bunch of tasks that never really get taken care of.
Missions, yeah. Well,
Luckily,
I'd say
the other bounty is, or the fee to keep it up is just 25.
good.
So 50 off the bat, 25 at least once every week to keep it up, if nobody takes it for you.
All right then. Let's see. So we'll be stopping in Rhine, then to Daniel X Fuckland,
What?
And then probably back. Don't worry about the last part.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I have it all here. Reward 500 gold. And I'll keep that for 2 weeks.
Okay, well, if you want to go ahead and put that up, then that'll be... Oh. The first week is free, so that'll just be 75. Well, the first week is, the first fee, so 75.
Oh, of course. Yep. Here you go.
As he takes the money, alright, I will have that put together, and I will get it put up.
Thank you, and just so, and I know life likes to throw me monkey wrenches. I'm also going to entrust him with a sack of 500 gold pieces.
Well, that was a smart decision. Anything else I can do for you? Want to chat, or... I'm sure you're busy.
No, actually the others are out shopping. We, might be heading out here just within the hour. I was actually going to ask if you had heard anything else.
Nothing new about
Something of interest?
Nothing new about the Storm Heralds, no.
Let me ask another question. Do you know of an individual named Dementius?
I don't believe I've heard the name. Why? Who exactly is this?
Me and Peregrine have been having this thing where we're having visions of events that happened here on this continent that we don't remember, but people remember us. We know that this individual, at some time, had erased our memories of coming here.
Why would they do that?
I have not the dandiest of idea.
Well, could you give me a description? That way I could have the guards be on the lookout.
He's a rather pale-skinned individual with weird, sharp-looking black tattoos, has red and black hair, a black eye, a red eye, teeth as sharp as razor blades.
Well, that motherfucker sounds just terrifying, so...
Last time I saw him, he made us fight an illusion of a dinosaur with a great sword in its mouth.
That is the best sentence I have heard in at least 2 years. Well, like I said, I'll inform the Sapphire Dragons, and if they see anyone of that sort, they'll do their best to apprehend them. As far as threat level goes, how dangerous do you think this person might be?
Let's see.
Yes.
But do you know Gerald?
Unfortunately. Why?
Yeah. Take Gerald's randomness and mix it with self-righteousness.
Okay. I don't know how to put that on the danger scale, but I consider Gerald to be...
Father Maxwell.
I consider Gerald to be a planetary threat, so...
Oh my god!
Okay, planetary. Well, in this case, this is like a moon level threat.
Ah, I see. We'll...
That's not proper scaling at all!
No,
we're all gonna fucking die!
You could say he's an Avengers level threat.
Anyway, I mean, every time we see him, he really likes to play games, not the fun ones.
Well, like I said, the Sapphire Dragons will be on the lookout. While you're here, would you like some coffee? We can chat about how things have been.
You know what? Sure. Told the party I didn't get to tell Boris or the Sapphire Dragons, but there's a tailor, satyr woman named Sally in Rhine, going to well, phrase that I asked her to marry me.
Oh.
I was gonna have Boris I was gonna have Boris be a part of the wedding.
Oh.
Peregrine, Tarman were gonna be my groomsmen, but
You know, I had a wife once.
was it?
Oh, marriage was the best thing in my life.
Ever have kids?
No. too busy.
What happened?
As he looks at his hand, and you never really took too much note of this, but he actually does have a ring on his finger, as he just kind of rubs it around. She encountered a dark figure when she was at her lowest. It tried to bargain with her. This was before we met, but she went back on that bargain, which she knew would mean her death. I began studying the dark arts and trying to understand things like that to try and save her. But in a year's time, her health withered, and I had to say goodbye. Never found an answer as to how to save her. Still haven't.
I hope you find it. If I see anything out there that's out of the ordinary, I'll see if I can look more into it.
That would be fantastic, thank you. So, Nura, have you ever heard of smooth jazz? As we're gonna move on from those two and get over to Peregrine.
Nora, you ever seen a grown man naked?
Nura, have you ever seen a grown man? Yes, actually. Peregrine, I would like you to roll perception in town.
Oh. Dice bot is offline.
What? No! God damn it. For the sake of, that, I'll just let you go ahead and see everything that you would have been able to see. So, you see the Sapphire Dragons are traveling through town. You see Ethan, Kai, Clover, and Dagar, just patrolling the city, as usual. You look over to the dragon's armpit, and you see a man get thrown through the window, and as he's trying to crawl away, you see this long, hairy arm grab his leg and start dragging him in, and you just hear him go, No! No! I want to live! I want to live!
You're going nowhere.
You see that Astrid is talking to one of the vendors in town. Astrid, the innkeeper, is talking to one of the, is talking to a vendor, and you see that she's buying flowers. You can hear the sound of a, kind of a metal being, like, shaved as you look, and you see Vez Bladesmaker, the blacksmith, just, with this massive sword. You see he's cutting into it with, like, a rock, basically. Cutting in, like, ridges along the blade. You hear a boom, and you hear, Oh no! Not again! That's the third time this morning!
Okay, good. I thought it was something serious.
This third time this week, dude, and it's only a Monday.
And you,
back to it.
And you, smell bread. Freshly baked bread.
I'd like to go over to the smell of the bread.
You walk, towards the smell of bread, and what you find is this lovely, large Minotaur man cooking bread. As he looks and he just smiles at you. He doesn't really say anything, but you see him pull out a baking sheet that has like some croissants currently baking. And you see,
Are you gonna finish that
croissant? And you see behind him, currently not being cooked, but you see about being prepared cinnamon rolls. Like proper cinnamon rolls, like homemade ones.
I go up to the baker. Yeah, I have to ask, what's the best bread you have here for today?
He hands you a butter roll, and he just smiles.
I'll take a small bit of it and eat it.
It is so fluffy, but the outside is somehow like just crispy enough to have a bit of like crispness to it. Just crispy enough, but like it's still so soft and so like perfectly buttered that it almost makes you want to cry.
Yeah, I think I'll take a couple loaves of this.
He points
3.
up to the sign and he said all baked goods, 25 gold.
And for 25 gold, how many, like per... So I bought this for 25 gold, how many would I get? Would I just get the one roll, or...
No, God, no. What? Jesus. One piece of bread for 25. No, it's a baker's dozen.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pay the 25 gold for the dozen.
You see him actually take the dough out or he takes out the ingredients, and you see him begin to make it. This man takes fresh very seriously. So you can come back to him if you want, or you can stand here and wait. But he's gonna make your bread right now.
I'll stick around.
All right. Luckily, the process doesn't take too long. About 15 minutes, maybe. Puts it in the his stone fire oven. Pulls it out. You see these perfectly baked little rolls, and he takes a box and he puts them all in there, closes it up, and hands it to you with a smile on his face.
I return the smile, nod at him, and start making my way out.
Hey, Shaman.
Yes?
You smell fresh baked bread.
Like from 20 miles away, just
Like,
smell.
as Shaman and John are walking towards their house, she just sort of just sits there for a second. Wait a minute. I smell something. A smelly smell. A kind of smell that smells funny. And she runs inside.
Hey, hang on a second, Shaman! As he follows after. Shaman, you follow the smell. The baker's shop actually only wafts slightly, and it's on the other side of town, but Peregrine walking through town with this bread, that's what you smell. So you find Peregrine with the bread.
Shaman tackles Peregrine.
Peregrine, make a dex save.
Please, God.
Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. Dice spot's still down.
I can make the roll.
No, we're just gonna have to not do any dice rolls for now. Hopefully it's not.
Just do a coin, the 50-50, see if he passes.
Nah, that'll be
yay.
fine. I'm just gonna say, Peregrine, you step out of the way as Shaman just flops onto the ground.
And she just rolls over. Peregrine,
Wait, how did you even do that?
can I have some bread?
As John finally catches up, Shaman, please, don't run so fast. Okay, Peregrine.
Where? Hey, John. Where were you guys? Were you on the other side of the city?
He points over to the potion shop, which is literally on the other side of town.
Just looking at that. Look back at Shay. Just look at the bag of bread. I hand one.
She immediately, lights up and she starts to eat it.
Thank you, Peregrine.
No problem. I hope makes you feel better in some small way.
Can I ask where you got this?
I point to the baker.
Shaman runs in that direction.
Oh, come on, Shaman!
just a dust cloud.
So Shaman,
She's like the road runner.
So Shaman, you arrive just in time to see the Minotaur baker putting in the cinnamon rolls.
Are those cinnamon rolls?
He looks at you, his big Minotaur smile, and gives a nod.
Shaman, lifts herself up to get on top of the counter.
Can I have some?
His eyes just widen a bit, but he smiles and he just pats her head. And he hands her one of the sample rolls.
She obliterates it.
Can I get one of those cinnamon rolls? I'll pay for it.
He points to the 25 gold for the baker's dozen sign.
She hands him the gold.
A single gold?
You know what I meant, the gold.
Hands him a single gold, him hands you a single half of a roll. No. But yeah, he nods, and after they come out, he goes ahead and makes your dozen and hands it over to you.
And she just
As John has finally arrived and is just on the ground holding his chest, basically like wheezing.
She turns to face him, like icing all over her lips.
I've never had this before.
Do you like it?
She licks her lips.
I really like it.
And she goes over to John and shoves one in his mouth.
Okay. John eats it. Oh wow, that really is good. Excuse me, sir. What's your name? As he just smiles. It's weird. I don't think he was here before. Sir, have you been in this town for a long time, and I just never noticed you? Or as he just shakes his head. Oh, so he must be new. Well,
Yeah, I've never.
could I actually, go ahead and get one of those too? As he nods, and since he just baked them, he goes ahead and makes the next box.
Shaman's eyes sparkle a bit.
These are
I'm
good.
gonna take this over to the house.
Shaman glares at him.
And do what with it? Share it? No. You have to give it all to me.
Well, Shaman, I mean, what if everyone else wants one?
Shaman pops another one in her mouth.
Nah, I heard bread. That shit's mine.
Nah, I heard bread. That shit, mine. So you guys head back. Tarmin, do you head back?
Tarmin's gonna look at Vanessa and ask, is there anywhere you need to go or check out before we leave tomorrow?
Oh no, I'm with you.
Maybe one thing. As Tarmin is gonna actually go to Stoic's bar.
Tarmin, you get into the bar. As you're getting into the bar, you see a bugbear grabbing a human by the head, just slamming him over and over on the ground. You ate my pie!
As Tarmin's watching this, for a minute.
As you see a goblin sneaking through with the pie. I didn't eat your pie! You ate my pie!
Tarmin actually calls over the bugbear. Hey, boyo!
Oh, fuck me! As the goblin just fucking runs.
As Tarmin points to the goblin.
The bugbear takes the human and flings him at the goblin, and both of them just slam into the wall. As the bugbear just runs over and starts punching both of them. They ate my pie!
Oh my gosh.
As Stoic is just watching this, should I stop them? Nah. Tarmin, how are ya?
I'm doing alright. I was wondering if I could get a bottle of your brew.
The Stoic special? Ah, you'd be doing me a certain favor if you bought me some of that. That would be, that would be 80 gold for a bottle.
Alright. As Tarmin buys a bottle.
As he hands you a whole bottle of Stoic Special. You see on the side of it, it says Stoic Special, and then it has a picture of his face that's like drawn on with a wink and a fucking ale in his hand.
As he buys the bottle.
On the bottom it says, only available at the Dragon's Armpit.
Tarmin smiles. As he sees the bottle. By chance, do you have any regular mead?
Course
Just for the travels.
Of course I have regular mead. I have everything you could possibly want, except for that fancy shit. I don't have any wine here.
Alright. How much for a gallon jug?
Gallon?
Yes. Like the good old gourds.
Well, that'd be 40.
Alright. It'll be a big travel we're going on. Alright, there we are. As he hands over 40.
As he hands over a gallon jug of mead. This one is honey flavored.
As Tarmin hears that, wait, mead is honey.
Yeah, but this one's honey flavored.
Wait.
Yeah,
That
I'm so,
that
I'm so glad.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I'm so glad Jay picked up on that. It's like, this one's honey flavored. Yeah, that's how mead works. Yeah, but this one's honey flavored.
as Tarman just says, "All right," as he grabs the balls and says, "Let's head back to the house."
Okay, sounds good. Oh, hey, buddy! As the bugbear just holding up the goblin and beating the human with the goblin looks over. Ah! Where did you get that pie? I got it from Gorbs! Duh! Duh! Duh!
Tarman
back,
looks
goblin.
at Vanessa. Do you want me to grab you a pie?
No, I'm okay. I was just curious. I might get some later. Also, I think that goblin might be dead.
No, he's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping.
For all eternity.
He's just resting. In pieces! That man is dead! He's so sleepy.
So tired, he's falling apart.
So Tarman and Vanessa leave the bar.
Okay. So Nura, the mayor is, after you and him have had a long conversation just about life and everything in general, he's, like, leading you to the door. Well, Nura, it's been a fantastic time having a talk with you about everything. Especially that story about you and Peregrine and the giraffe. I mean, who knew that lightning would immediately strike two giraffes immediately? Like, I know they're tall and everything, but that's just unfortunate.
Oh, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You have some pretty interesting stories yourself. The time that you drank a dragon, I actually just drank a dragon. Now that was impressive.
Now, to be fair, I did not know that dragon had been polymorphed into alcohol, but...
I mean, yeah, but you still drank a dragon.
And it gave me horrible heartburn.
Bet. It's like Taco Bell afterwards.
What is Taco
What is
Bell?
Taco?
It's heaven, right?
No, Raiden, it's not.
No, it's hell. It's heaven.
Hell, Raiden.
Heaven at first, heaven in the bath, or heaven at first, hell in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Good on top, bad on bottom. Anyway, Nura thanks him for his time and heads out.
As you head out, I assume you head back to the house?
Actually, I'm gonna swing by Stoics.
Oh, okay. So, Nora, as you're heading towards Stokes, you see a goblin get flung out and hit the house across the way, and then you see a bugbear run out, dragging a human by the leg, and start beating that goblin with the human. As you see the sapphire dragons just grab him the moment he's outside of the bar, pin him down, and he's like, "No! Let me go! My pie! My pie!"
Let the man have his pie.
As you into the bar, and you just see Zip, the kobold, watching that guy basically get arrested outside, and he just picks up what's left of the pie and start eating it. This pie sucks!
Oh, wait, let me have a try. I just grab a fistful of pie and I put some of it in my mouth.
This pie is not good.
Why would anyone want to steal this pie?
See, here's the thing. This pie was made specifically for this bugbear. Like, he requested it. You see, like, nuts in it. You see fruit. You see some meat, which, like, that's not too bad. But you see some sort of weird gravy stuff that is definitely not supposed to be in there. You see what looks like some tree bark.
Hell. You know what? I know exactly how to fix my mouth. Hey, Stoic!
Yeah!
I'm gonna need some stuff for the road.
Oh, so everyone's just buying alcohol for the road, are they? What can I get you?
Or special. Or just container you got.
Alright, that'll be 80.
I put down 80 gold.
And he hands you a Boris Special. It doesn't currently have a label or anything because it's a very new creation. So right now it's just a jug filled with it.
Anyway, Stoic, we'll be heading out. Might return with some interesting things.
Oh, well, be sure to tell me all about it.
Will do. Because you might be catering the wedding. Anyway, bye.
The what? Nora heads out with the bottle of Boris Special. Alright, so you head back to the house. At this point, everyone has all come home. Like, everyone else just seems to have been having a normal day. You see that Afara is there reading.
Tarman's actually gonna go up to Afara and ask, what you reading?
It's this, lovely tale about this, princess who wanted to escape the chains of her family. She was supposed to be, married to this man she never really liked, and she actually becomes an adventurer, and it's a very good tale. It speaks on the hardships of being an adventurer, but also on the hardships of being royalty, and how different those lives can be. For example, you know, all the benefits of being royalty versus all the benefits of being an adventurer, things like that. It's a very good read. The story is called The Thorns of a Rose.
I'll have to see if it's at the library when we get to run.
He shows you the
Or,
book.
if you're done with that.
I'll probably be done by tonight.
Oh, well, I'll give it a read. As everyone's here, right?
Everyone except for Bernardus.
Curious, but Tarman's gonna just make something simple for the group. Nothing too fancy.
Bernardus walks in, and he is carrying a baguette that is 12 feet long. Did you know they made bread this big?
Tarman just looks at that. No, I didn't.
Well, now you do. As he just hits Nura over the head with it. It doesn't hurt Nura, it's just bread.
Critical gluten.
But yeah, Tarman's just gonna make something simple like soup.
Everyone, after you eat this food, you get +5 temporary hit points.
Right.
Hooray!
And then
Yahoo!
these will last until the next fight. So you get to keep these until a fight happens. What are you making, Tarman?
I think I'm gonna go with like a Brunswick stew almost. You know, cut up some deer as the main meat for it. Tomatoes, celery, just some vegetables to go with it.
Right.
Just making a nice stew for everyone. Something hearty.
So you all get a bowl of this stew. Everyone eats. Bernardus just swallows the bowl whole and just kind of rubs his chest. Oh, that's fucking delicious. But yes, the food is absolutely delicious.
I vote we just kick it back till tomorrow morning.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And leave out personally.
Think we should all just relax for the rest of the day. Considering that once we head out, we're on a straight path to fighting our pirate captain.
Indeed.
That's the case. I'm gonna go head up to my room and write some things down.
Masturbate.
Yes. He just walks out.
Sarah is going to pull out a leather-bound journal, and he's going to start writing.
Ragnar gets up. I'm going to trade.
Tarman actually looks at John. Hey, John.
Yeah, what's up?
I want to talk to you for a sec.
Oh, God.
Oh, the talk.
She locks eyes with John.
John smiles at her as he's walking with Tarman. And Tarman, you and John are kind of by yourselves at the moment.
This is nothing too serious, but I just want to talk.
Okay.
I'm glad that you have Shaman's back.
Of course I have Shaman's back. I mean, you know, I care about her.
As I stated yesterday, I see Shaman as my sister. I don't have any family. And I'm glad that she has someone like you to watch over her.
Well, thanks. You know, I'm trying. There's a lot.
I know you are.
There's a lot going on right now. I think it's stressful for all of us, but for her, I just feel like she feels kind of cornered by everything that's happened lately.
I understand. And I just want to tell you this. Since you guys are together, I see you as a brother to me.
Oh, wow, thanks. I've never had a brother before.
Tarvin places a hand on his shoulder, just patting him on the shoulder, just as he says, "So, I have your back. Also, just as a warning, if you ever do hurt Shaman, just know you're gonna lose a hand."
I promise not to hurt her.
That's a good lad. As he pats him on the shoulder, smile.
Damn, John got 2 people after him now.
Afara and Tarman just cracking their knuckles. John, who's just sitting next to Shaman. After Tarman and John have had that talk, Tack, as Tarman is kind of walking whichever way he's going, Tack just stops Tarman, like puts his gun on Tarman's chest, just kind of stopping him. And he looks in his eyes.
Yes.
I know I've said this a few times, but I just want to reiterate. I know that these people were your friends or even family at the point. But the crew of the Ridge by the Sea, most importantly the captain. The captain has to die.
I know. Trust me, I know Tack.
But you may know that. You may have heard me say it, and you may believe that that is true and that is what is right, but when the time comes and you are face to face with the man who essentially raised you, are you sure that you aren't going to let your emotions get the better of you?
Tarman takes a breath as he just thinks to himself for a sec. While I might see him almost like a family member in that, what he was going to do is unforgivable.
Glad we are on the same page. Tomorrow, we begin traveling. Straight in the path that will lead us to killing your... As Tack walks away. Now, before session ends, is there anything anyone else wants to do or say?
Shaman is gonna grab John's hand.
Oh.
Hey, can you stay in my room tonight?
We're gonna end the session here. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. I hope anyone who's listening enjoyed as well. Stay adventurous.